Hello everyone, welcome back to another restoration video. My name is Matthew and this is Restorology. I found this piece in someone's trash on the side of the road, and although it isn't an antique, it's still a good solid oak piece and deserves to be rescued. I have no idea on how to date this mass-produced piece. It's solid oak, it's kind of a crappy lacquer finish. If any of you out there have an idea, please leave it in the comments.
Those should not be doing that.
As you can see, the glue has failed in most of these joints.
That was way too easy.
These wedges really were not doing anything to secure these back pieces. I'll have to create some new ones when I reassemble. These screws are someone's idea of a repair when the glue gave out in the legs. Before I finished disassembling the chair, I decided to re-glue these two back spindles. This is a mass-produced machine-woven cane, common in contemporary furniture nowadays. It's secured to the seat frame with a reed cane spline, which I'll now have to remove. The spline is typically glued in place, which can make it a challenge to remove sometimes.
Oh.
I'm using isopropyl alcohol to soften the adhesive. I don't have a chisel narrow enough to fit into the spline groove, so I decided to make one from an old screwdriver. The fact that I can pry the seat frame apart using just a spatula means this glue gave up a long time ago.
So I removed these from the clamps, and I actually cannot even tell what side I glued. I think it was this one. There's actually no finish left on these.
All the seat frame pieces end up having a different color to them. I believe it's because this frame was only finished with a toner lacquer, no real stain. So I'm going to remove it all and start from scratch. I'm almost positive there is no actual stain underneath this lacquer.
image here. I don't think there's any worms in it now. I'm going to throw a little acetone in there. Make sure it kills them off just in case.
Even though this is far from an antique, I'm using high glue for the joints because it'll just make it easier for the next person behind me to disassemble it if necessary. Here I'm using oxalic acid to even out the tone of the wood. If you're going to use acetone to strip off a finish, don't be like me, use the proper gloves.
That doesn't look good right there. I'll take that off and re-glue it down.
My new chisel comes in handy again.
Piece right there.
As the glue dries on the backrest, I get back to removing the finish on the legs. I sanded a section of the backrest so I could test different colors on the wood.
This is the one I sanded. This is the one I did not. I got the colors pretty much back to where they were using a combination of a honey, a dark walnut, and a Jacobian color.
I think this is the first time I've ever tried carving anything like this. Tell me how I did in the comments. Using wood filler to fill in some of the grooves left over from the worms. I'm rounding edges of the groove so it won't cut into the new cane. I'm using this old rusty can of Minwax Jacobian oil-based stain. I added walnut and honey to it to achieve the color I wanted. I think this carving turned out pretty well. It's that time of year and pollen is everywhere, so I'm going to have to spray inside. You know I don't have the proper ventilation system. I'm finishing with a clear lacquer with a satin finish. I soaked the cane and spline in warm water for about 30 minutes total to make it more pliable before installation. I am so easily distracted sometimes. Installation of a pre-woven cane is pretty simple. This whole process you're about to see only took me about 20 minutes. If you're enjoying this video, please consider giving it a thumbs up and share it with a friend. All exposure helps the channel. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please consider doing so. I'd love to see you in a future video. If you made it this far in the video, thank you so much for being here. Please leave a comment. Tell me what you think of the project, and I'll see you in the next one.